Hey, Video Sensei here. Today in this video I'm going to talk about The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. It's a game I've been meaning to play for so long, and the reason why I've been procrastinating on playing this game is because how long it takes for a story to really start picking up. And worst of all, it picks up nearly at the end of the game. Being where I am in my 30s, it's just much more difficult to have a time commitment to finish games. I chose hard mode? Oh my gosh, I'll try to make this short as possible. Fortunately, I have built the patience for playing this game from playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Animal Crossing taught me the value of taking my time to play, to chill, and to smell the roses. The game starts with Estelle waiting for her father Cassius to return from the mission. Cassius returns home holding a young injured boy named Joshua. To prevent excess worry to Estelle, Cassius plays the situation lightheartedly and presents Estelle with the present as a handsome boy. Estelle then gets adorably flustered by the unexpected response. Estelle is a sassy and spunky girl that I really love as a main character. She has many funny moments, such as asking Cassius if he brought home an illegitimate child, or when Joshua attempts to confront Cassius, she literally stomps on Joshua despite being injured to get him to stop yelling at him. Wrong game, Estelle, you don't get points for that, calm down! After getting the stomping of his life, Joshua resigns and becomes Cassius's new adopted son. The game's beginning is set in the Kingdom of Libro, which sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent. They are the leading producers of septium, which is a type of completed quartz you place into sockets of orbiment. Orbiment is a technology that mysteriously generates energy that made people's lives become significantly more productive. The time setting would be considered the late Middle Ages, but because of the orbiment revolution, the everyday lives of people have transcended beyond normal progress from the construction of orbital ships and other innovations that follow. But great prosperity can lead to new conflicts, whereas many nations have other uses of orbiment by engineering them for weapons development. 10 years ago, before the present time of year 1202, the Liberal Kingdom was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, and the use of orbital airships saved the kingdom defeat. Shortly after the war, relationship with the Empire has since been sensitive thanks to the Queen's political finesse. Now, I just wonder about this. Why is the Empire always considered to be like evil or something, you know? About 4 years later, after the first scene, Estelle and Joshua work to become bracers like their father Cassius. Bracers are combat specialists with investigational skills who help those around with various problems, similar to detectives in the past. Battles in this game are turn-based. You have your usual set of commands like attacking, running, or using items, but you could also use magic based on the orbiments you have equipped, similar to Final Fantasy VII's material system. On a certain set of combinations you have equipped, you can use more skills over time. You can use character skills based on the CP gauge. CP gauge is built based on attacking or taking damage from enemies, like the limit break system in Final Fantasy VII once again. You can use a character's super skill if the CP gauge is over 100, and you can interrupt the current turn, which makes it very helpful in key moments. You can move your character to reposition and use gains to change the turn order, most similar to Grandia 2's battle system. And then a unique thing they have in this game are special effects that happen depending on the turn, from having critical hits to healing. The battle system is enjoyable, but its position definitely makes a significant impact on fighting on later, tougher battles. Estelle is a tomboy that loves to go fishing, catching bugs, and collecting sports shoes. She has a bright and cheerful personality who is very compassionate of others and does whatever it takes to make sure the other person is well taken care of. She has a tendency to become nosy, ditzy, and forgetful, and a bit of a spaz, but I think that's what makes her charming, really. Joshua, on the other hand, is the cool-headed type that is grounded in reality. Although he is insightful and is very polite to others, he can be cold and ruthless at times, which we will see later in this game. Joshua is able to keep Estelle in check by being logical and methodical when she goes too overboard.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I think because this series goes at such a slow pace, like slow cooking barbecue chicken, you really get to see many opportunities of interaction between characters. The bickering between Joshua and Estelle are a fun example of how close they are by teasing each other. They also provide a level of support with each other when they're feeling down with something, and it's really a beautiful thing to see, much like the Persona series. After years of training, they finally get their test handed to them by Charizard, their mentor, that they have to go to sewers and find a chest. And down they go, beginning with the trails in the sewers. Joshua and Estelle fight a couple of bugs and sewer rats. They finally reach a chest that has 2 boxes in the chest, and it brings Estelle's curiosity to jeopardizing their quest. Estelle, take it easy. Don't do it. Joshua fortunately is able to keep a cool level head and reminds Estelle to focus on the mission and not try to do anything extra. Joshua's deduction is on point and they have been spared from failing the exam. Charizard congratulates them for finishing their training course and brings Estelle's curiosity to fruition as she gives permission to Estelle to open the boxes. Lo and behold, they are the Bracer emblems. Joshua and Estelle officially become Bracers, finally at last. And that concludes the first part of the Trails in the Sky video series. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about this video or what you'd like to see more of. See you in the next episode. Video Sensei out.